Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is November 22nd, 2024. I'm here for another crack at connections after I do my Rosalind Shuffle. So what have we got here? Position, slack, press, zoom. Nothing coming together for me yet. Position, slack, press, zoom, fantasy football, lens, zoom and lens. These are camera terms, right? Attention, love. I was thinking press and attention, then attention and love. I don't know where we're going with that. Angle. Angle sounds like a photography term again. Meet. Treasure. Fantasy Island, Treasure Island. I see shutter and exposure. Hold on. Oops, I lost. There we go. Exposure. So we've got 5 of those. Angle probably isn't one of them. We have coverage and press. And attention. Position, slack, press, zoom, fantasy lens, attention, love, angle, meet, treasure. Ooh, exposure could go here. Oh, attention could have more letters in it, right? Oh. Okay, what do we not have yet? So position, slack, fantasy, I think it's Fantasy Island, lens, attention, love island, is there a love island? Angle, meet, treasure island, perspective. It could be angle, perspective. I don't know. Coverage, teams. Shutter, exposure. This is tricky. Okay, so what islands do we have? We have Fantasy Island and Treasure Island. Perspective Island, Teams Island, Love Island, Slack Island, Position Island, Coverage Island, Press Island, Attention Island, Exposure Island, Shutter Island, Angle Island, Lens Island, Zoom. Is there something called Shutter Island? I don't know. I think I'm going to try coverage, press, attention, and exposure. Wait, let me look at this a little bit more because I still don't... I don't know what's going on. Position, slack, fantasy, love, meet, treasure, perspective, teams, fantasy teams, fantasy league, but it doesn't work. Meet. Meet and Zoom? Are these like... I mean, I know Zoom is a place to meet online, but there might be one called Meet for meetings. But I don't know any of the others if that's a grouping. All right, I'm going to try coverage, press, attention, and exposure and see what happens. Exposure, attention, press, and coverage. It worked. Publicity. And that's yellow. Okay, so exposure does not work here. Zoom, lens, angle, and shutter. That works for photography. I didn't like angle out of the 5, but I used exposure. So let's check this. Zoom, lens, angle, and shutter. If it is 1, I think it should be green. Not only is it not there, I didn't even get a 1 away unless I just didn't see it. So that's wrong. So, lens, perspective, angle, through a different lens, a different angle, a different perspective, a different position. That's what that is, right? So we're taking out position, perspective, lens, and angle. That leaves us with zoom, shutter, Slack, Fantasy, Love, Meet, Treasure, Teams. Shutter Island, Fantasy Island, Treasure Island, Love Island. Zoom. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Fantasy Island, Treasure Island, Love Island, Shutter Island. That leaves us with, hold on. With these, we've got Zoom and we've got Meet. Slack and Teams. Slack could be the name of an online meeting place. Teams definitely sounds like it. Teams and Meet. I just don't know. But I think it is. So I think we're going to do lens, angle, perspective, and position. That would make sense that lens, angle, shutter, and zoom didn't tell me 1 away if this is indeed a grouping. And I think this is going to be green. Point of view. And then I think it's going to be Meet, Zoom, Teams, and Slack. Because I think it's Fantasy Island, Treasure Island, Love Island, and Shutter Island. Although, I think Love Island is a show. I don't know what Shutter Island is. But I think it's an island. I think those are islands. So work communication platforms. Fantasy, Treasure, Shutter, and Love. Blank Island. Okay. All right. Wasn't sure of any of those categories, really. That was a hard one for me. And I think it was colorful, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Look at that one. Very colorful second attempt. But if we take away that, I got them all and I got them in order. But we can't really take away that. That was just, that helped me. Sometimes you need to make the mistake to learn. And I learned. I looked at things from a different angle, perspective, position, and lens. And that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.